Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna talk about this rhythm game called Tone Spear, which is probably the most interesting mobile rhythm game that I've ever seen in the App Store or Play Store, literally. Judging by its name, Tone Spear, the name already sounds exciting because you are right. There is a lot of things that makes Tone Spear a pretty interesting and a unique rhythm game. And now, I'm gonna talk about what makes Tone Spear a pretty amazing rhythm game. I've also been dying to make a Tone Spear related video, but back then, I literally don't know what the video will be like, since I barely knew how to do a commentary video and editing. Just look how bad my editing back then. See? But now, since I already did a bunch of commentary video, kind of, and already know how to edit well, now I think I'm ready for this Tone Spear commentary video. Now let's get into the reason why Tone Spear is such an amazing rhythm game. Number 1. The visual. The visual in Tone Spear is really well made for a game that is made on a small device called mobile devices. I mean, just look at this. It looks so pretty and amazing for a rhythm game. There is also a lot of rhythm games that have stunning visual like Citus, Arce, finally, Demo, Voice, and etc. Even though Tone Spear barely touches the amazing visual like those rhythm games, but there's one thing that makes Tone Spear's visual stand out of these rhythm games. It's in 3D! And meanwhile, while you're playing, the objects in the background move smoothly as you're playing, making it more exciting to play. And don't forget, there is more 100 plus songs. So there's more than 100 plus amazing backgrounds that you can probably use for your phone wallpaper if you activate 6 self option. Of course, don't forget the title screen. The title screen literally screams, "Play us now!" And don't forget the music at the background. Very good to hear and very calming. Now to number 2. Interesting gameplay. Tone Spear's gameplay is just your typical touch the spear gameplay. But Tone Spear add a very unique recipe with this simple rhythm game gameplay. The circle moves with the background. This doesn't sound too universal, but then you realize it's in 3D, making it a pretty amazing looking transaction like this. Or even this. Overall, pretty amazing for a rhythm game. Citus also did a pretty unique concept where instead of tapping the circle, you have to wait for this line to get into the middle of the circle to get a perfect judgment with other cool mechanics. But this video is about Tone Spear and not Citus, sadly. Overall, Citus is a pretty good rhythm game that you should play. Maybe I could do it in the future video, I don't know. Let me know if you want a Citus video because I'm about to play Citus soon. Number 3. The music. Tone Spear's music are 10 out of 10, no cap. Literally the best calming galactic music type I've ever heard. You did a very good job, Tone Spear's team. My personal favorites are Hall of Mirrors, The Scaring Stars, and Super Semestry. How do you spell it? And if you want to listen to them, I suggest you go to *bit192 channel or just search up Tone Spear and you will probably find *bit192 channel if you want to listen to more Tone Spear songs. Don't forget about the DLC too. The DLC isn't something too special, it's just like a DLC. Like, literally, just a DLC. But the DLC contained at least 5 songs, so you'll not miss anything too much like Muse Dash's DLC. Whereas there's barely any new songs in the default section, meanwhile there's like a bajillion of songs in the DLC section. This is not meant to insult Muse Dash's DLC system, I just think that I need to point that out. There's also some stuff that I want to talk about but can't fit into one category. Like how Chroma changes the cover randomly and just the tutorial setup tells you there's gonna be a type of story. Oh yeah, and don't forget about number 4. The story mode. The story mode is pretty interesting. The story starts in the tutorial by introducing you to these 2 characters, Weirs and Trends. Weirs and Trends apparently have left their own planet and they've been stuck in this tiny alley. Oh, I'm sorry, stalled apparently. Which is all of a sudden because we don't know why and how they left their own planet yet, but I'm not sure if this planet that they left is the blue and green planet we know as Earth. And the part where Trish said, "Where are they guiding us?" is really random because we don't know what they is and have been guiding them. After a couple of more lessons, we can see that Trish or Weirs talking about this Prince star, and I'm not sure if they're talking about like the blue one or the other stars because they have been reaching stars in the middle of nowhere. Now let's get into the actual story mode. The story mode plays like most generic story mode. You progress, you gain points, and you can use that points, or Lumina as they call it, to unlock more chapters and songs. Now that I think of it, the story mode is basically like a battle pass from Fortnite. Meanwhile, when you're progressing, there is some stuff that blocks you from progressing. After you unlock a song, sometimes you are forced to play the song that you've unlocked to progress the story mode. Basically like a main quest in most games, so it's fairly a simple quest. But how about the story? Like, what story mode is supposed to do? Well, I don't want to talk about it. It's because I don't know much about the Tone Sphere story and because the story mode is too long. Like, super long. And I'm not sure if I can tell the entire story of Tone Sphere without my Kind Master blowing up. I'm kind of sad that Tone Sphere is kind of underrated. Like, small underrated. They also have their own Discord server that contains almost more than 2,000 members, which is a lot, but what I'm talking about is being talked a lot like Osu, Orsia, and Citus. And I hope by this video, Tone Sphere can grow a bit by introducing them to you guys. Well, that's it for the video. Tone Sphere is overall a pretty good rhythm game. I'm just sad that this masterpiece barely get any recognition. Make sure to like, or heck, you can even subscribe to my channel to help my channel even more. They also have been working on their Tone Sphere sequel, Starbirth, which I'm so hyped about. That's the end for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!